Now the results of a groundbreaking new survey from one of the nation's premier centers for treating drug and alcohol addiction. Minnesota's Hazelden Foundation looked at the effect parents had talking with their kids about their own drug and alcohol use. And is honesty really the best policy? Juju Chang takes a closer look.
Well, Diane, it's always a controversial question. Do you tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Well, the results may surprise many parents who think that being a role model to your children means you have to be perfect or pretend to be perfect. It turns out that for many teens, the opposite is true.
I had essentially locked myself in my apartment and drank from sunup till sundown.
Toby McKenna is a recovering addict. He first experimented with alcohol at age 14, but it escalated through adolescence until he became hooked on cocaine as a junior in college.
I stopped going to classes often. I even missed some. I was playing football at the time in college. I wasn't going to all my practices.
Toby dropped out of college and went home to live with his parents, where he did whatever it took to get high, even stealing his mother's pain medication after she was diagnosed with kidney cancer.
Here she is suffering from a bad disease and some surgery, and there I am stealing medication from her.
We'd gone from grammar school, where everything was wonderful, to someone we didn't even know, and the lying and the cheating, and we were in full denial.
It is every parent's deep-seated fear, losing a teen to addiction. But for this generation of parents who grew up in the era of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, it's been a tough call as to whether to come clean with their kids about their past.
We did not share all of it with them. There was some stuff we kept to ourselves.
A new survey by the Hazelden Foundation reports some stunning findings. Half of teens say it would make them less likely to use drugs if their parents told them about their own drug use when they were younger.
What I think this survey shows is that children are looking to their parents and looking to their grandparents for honest, open, and willing conversation around alcohol and drug use and the consequences and the solution.
And contrary to previous messages, straight talk from parents has to indeed include their own teenage experimentation. The survey found that nearly half of parents admitted to using alcohol or drugs to get high or drunk when they were teenagers. And 1 in every 4 teens say they have actually seen their parents intoxicated. William Cope Moyers, son of the renowned journalist Bill Moyers, talks from experience. He began in high school as a casual user of marijuana and alcohol, to using heavier drugs in his 20s. Eventually, an addiction to crack cocaine led him to walk out on his wife and young children. He ended up in a crack house in Atlanta.
I take them through the entire continuum so that they understand that my casual, innocent use of those substances at their age led me into a crack house by the time I was 30 years old.
Toby, now 25, has been sober for more than 2 years. He tells parents open communication does make a difference.
Telling them, their children, about their own experiences will give their kids a chance to kind of learn from an older generation.
Now, addiction specialists say the big talk shouldn't be the first talk. Start the discussion before you suspect a problem. They'll be more open and less defensive. And finally, don't glamorize or try to sugarcoat your own history. Teens want to know that they can come to you and trust you and learn from their mistakes.
You had a great line, though, to say to kids about you can choose what you do, but you can't choose the consequences, because one person's experimentation can lead to a DUI or to addiction. You can't choose where that road leads. Right, for you. Well, for more on the study, go to abcnews.com.